It's a very good question, actually. We see three different areas, actually, when we define online leadership. And one is actually innovation, one is the size you have, and one is a global footprint. And let me give you a couple of examples. For the innovation, actually, is the way you interact with your customers, the way you actually use interactive media, the way you use tools like chat, social media engagement is really how you innovate. We do this globally, and we do this in 34 languages, which is very unique, actually, in the e-commerce space. When you look at the global footprint, we're in 166 countries right now. Again, this is very unique, actually, on that level. And when you look at the size, we are roughly driving $13 billion of revenue right now online. We have roughly every 2 seconds an online order somewhere worldwide, and I would define that as online leadership when you look at the envelope of all those things. The beauty of social media for us, actually, is it's not a budget question and it's not a revenue question. It's actually a listening question. So first of all, we're listening to our customers in different ways. Now, what we've done over the years, and I would say we have established ourselves in a leadership position in social media, we really grouped different social media platforms, actually, to different organizational goals we have. And let's take Twitter as an example. We started Twitter 2008, actually. We had 3,000 followers. We have now 1.2 million followers on Twitter. Actually, we have 39 accounts on Twitter, actually, which are serving different purposes, commercial purposes, sharing purposes, platform purposes for discussions. And the same we do on other major platforms like Facebook with 250,000 followers. So we have a very distinct strategy, actually, to go after this. The first objective is to listen, let the customers engage. You don't need much budget to do this from a marketing perspective in the first place. But what you need to do is you need to be authentic, and you need to be a company which is really, truly trying to use social media to interact with customers. And this only happens if you don't run this through PR, but you run this actually within an organization where a lot of other people deeper in the organization actually are engaging on social media.
And?
You can do both, actually, but I think the listening part is the starting point to actually really create credibility. The beauty of driving revenues online through social media is that it's more a pull process, because customers on social media, they're actually asking for instance, the participation in discount programs, etc. So this is not something where you spam them, and that's the beauty of it, which means there's a much lesser actually resistance to, for instance, receiving emails. And the other part is, I think in order to actually make revenues, you first have to build up credibility, which we did over the last years, in various areas, starting from forums and blogs and communities, and now actually using more the commercialized aspect of Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. We do see ourselves as a market leader in that regard, and again, the proof point to me is how long we do it, how credibly we do it, and also how successful we are in terms of driving these conversations online. We have more than 2 billion conversations running online, actually, on various platforms, which is absolutely unique in the market. And I don't know of any other company who can tell you that they have that on a global footprint in 34 languages. And this, to me, is really a proof that not only our customers actually want to talk to us, because that's the first objective they have, but they are also really incredibly interested in engaging and learning more about Dell. Swarm was a beautiful initiative, actually. As you said, it piloted in Singapore. We're actually taking this now into other countries. We're right now in the phase where we look at the rollout plan. I can't give you the details, but I can tell you that these elements of innovation like Swarm are actually really true proof points for our customers, that we're not only there to actually transact with them, but we're trying to engage them in the process of making a community engagement benefit actually the customers, and it's a benefit for the customers, and it's a benefit for us. So Swarm is very successful, but there are other ways of actually doing these things globally, and we're rolling this out right now based on the Singapore example. There's a lot going on online, actually. Partly technology enabled, partly actually program enabled. I can give you a couple of examples. Really, really big for us right now is extending our sales activities through chat. We have proactive chat and reactive chat globally, actually. So customers, and give you this example, for instance, customers actually love to shop online, but certain customers reach a point online where they just need a little bit of help actually. Either they don't find something or they need help. They don't want to pick up the phone, and certainly they don't want to run into the shop, which means, you know, a little window pops up saying, can I help you? I am a real person actually chatting with you, and we see a huge success there actually. So chat and the engagement of other features which you'll find online, we call this Talk to Dell, is actually a real innovation actually for us, which is very helpful, specifically for medium and small businesses who do not have the references, the advice, and the IT support that bigger companies have.